All right, so live. We are live, folks.
Oh, are we?
Now that I
Yes.
have you all here.
All right, Rachel. What do you got for us tonight?
Freaking dog. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to Ska Magazine. All right, so I was thinking to open up tonight's show. I was actually thinking about just polishing up my joke, Jess. I think you know it, and my bit about what I dressed like in junior high. It's in the Jeff bit. Back brace. I thought khaki pants carpenter pants were really cool when I was 10, and a green sweater vest. And under it's like the back brace is under all of that. And I say, if Doug Funny and Quasimodo fucked, had a baby, it would be me. And then I went to high school and blah, 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 punks. And I was thinking about what did everyone dress like in high school? And is it embarrassing? Do you still dress that way? Like,
Oh man. Well,
Yeah, I used to wear this black corduroy jacket everywhere I went, and I would wear my pants kind of like cut to the middle of the kneecap, the shin. So it looked like I was wearing high water.
some
I feel
capris.
I feel like that's a good outfit, but again, coming from me, maybe not the best.
I was always just wore like skateboarding stuff or band t-shirts. I did have the emo cut though, all to the side and stuff.
Oh, with the long
Really?
neck.
Yeah. And I would just wear like, just a bunch of skateboarding. So I was a big skateboarder back then. So I would be doing that and playing music and listening to punk rock. So it's kind of more like an alternative back then, I guess.
Long sleeve under the t-shirt.
Say that again.
Long sleeve under the
Oh
t-shirt.
yeah. Yeah, at least every other day.
And you had to have you had a thumb
You don't
hole
do
in
that,
the
do you even?
long sleeve, right?
Yeah, the thumb holes
The
in the
thumb holes is
sweaters.
important.
Oh, there you go.
man,
There you
that
go.
was
I
me.
remember that actually.
Yeah. He knew me in high school. He would see me walking around like that. And he didn't say anything.
No.
Well,
We
what
went
was
to the
he
same
wearing?
high school and didn't even meet until after graduation.
Oh, wow. What were you wearing?
I was a hardcore kid, so I had the skin tight jeans with the band t-shirts, and I think I had like a white leather belt, and like the scene kid look. I was a skater too, but it wasn't too comfortable skating in that kind of clothes, so I started wearing looser fitting clothes, which is basically how I
What
dress
he
now.
wears now.
Yeah.
He also had the attitude back then with it. So I mean
Yeah.
everything kind of matched. It was on par.
You know,
What year
Was
did
he
you
just-
graduate?
05 for me.
Oh, 5. Okay.
That's 6 for me.
Who's left?
Yeah.
Ricky?
Yeah, so in high school, I used to have a mohawk. I used to rock the mohawk, and I would
Nice.
always put on a band shirt over a hoodie. So I'd rock a hoodie and then just a new band shirt, but the same hoodie, like all week. And then for the button-up shirts, I would have like cut off the sleeves. So I would like rotate. So if I had like a cool button-up, I'd cut the sleeves off. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Is he gonna
I
go?
also had like a few piercings. Do you remember that? Like
Oh
I
yeah.
had like my lip, this pierced. There was a point where I'm like, there's just too much metal around here. I gotta get it away. Like I wouldn't have passed a metal detector at all.
Yeah, it makes it tough to go through airport security, huh?
I thought about that. So I would also wear like Converse, and I used to stick like the tongue out, and I used to tuck in the pants right there. And then one time in class, someone was like, "Hey Ricky, why do you wear your shoes like that?" And then I got defensive. I was like, "Well, why do you wear your shoes like that?" But yeah, it was fun times.
Yeah, compared to you guys, I'm so boring. I think the most exciting part of my outfit was like I used to pick up these minor league hockey jerseys from places that were like nowhere near where I grew up in Chicago. Things like the
That's
Orlando
actually really cool.
Yeah, I thought they were pretty cool until like, I go to school, I'd wear this thing and people are like, who are the Orlando Solar Bears? Which they have a pretty cool logo if you Google it. One of the weirdest ones I had was Peoria Riverman. Peoria, a little town like about 3.5 hours from Chicago. I actually drove, what is it, 7 hours round trip to pick that one up in Peoria.
Wow.
That was a weird play.
And who did you pick it up from? Just a kid that had it? Like,
No,
was this old jersey or what?
the actual like team store in the basement of the arena that seats like
Oh, okay.
5,000 there.
How many times have we heard the words "pick it up" already?
Well,
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
it's part of my vernacular.
Every time we do, we just drink.
Pick what up?
Pick this up.
That's just what
These are my people. They know.
that's what we Ska people do. We're like just going about our day. We're like,
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
I was not cool in high school. I always had band shirt on. In my opinion, that's cool, but I wasn't cool to the cool kids. And I was wearing those big ass Jenkos that we called Junkos, and they were big enough pockets to
Oh, I
put like
remember those.
you could stick a whole 40 in those pockets.
You could damn near put someone else's laptop in there. Like,
Seriously.
those things are
And
huge.
the best thing about them was like they were so big and I'm so short that they would just drag all over the ground. If it was raining, they'd be soaking wet up to my knees. People would step on them and like put the rips up the side of the pants, and I would just continue to wear. I also wore a spiral phone cord instead of a chain wallet for my belt.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
I used to get made
What?
fun of for that so much. But I was like,
Like,
"Fuck it. This is me. I'm gonna wear my fucking phone cord to school because I'm a rebel."
I love it. Once I hit high school, I had just moved back from Vermont to New York, right at the beginning of high school. And my brother was a cool kid. I was supposed to be cool since we were in the same school together. I did the Aeropostale, whatever it was, American Eagle thing for like a week. And those kids were mean. Not to say they're all mean, but the ones that, whatever, were there were mean. And it's like slowly morphed into like these different periods. But I was trying to find an old picture. And I'm like, like, do we actually change? Because if I just do this, I don't know if you can, got a rancid shirt on in bed.
Sick.
And I was also in charge. I was pretty good at doing Liberty spikes. So I was, before a show, I did all the boys Liberty spikes.
Wow.
I gave some to myself. They're about a foot tall, just for a show.
Damn. That's so sick.
I think sometimes cat ears, but not in a furry way. Like, I think I was trying to do. And your jeans, like that was such a like vivid, it's still in my head. Everyone's would be wet at the bottom. Everyone soaking wet. Yeah. And if you look good enough, you can find a pair when you're thrifting, by the way.
Every still pair wet. Of jeans had to have some sort of fray on them.
Yeah.
They were well worn, well broken in.
I used to rock the cargo pants all the time.
Yeah.
There you go.
Go get the khaki color and just like fucking they'd be all filthy as fuck by the end of the month, and I just won't be wearing them. I was a dirty guy in high school.
Yeah, I don't know what it was like for you guys in I don't know, you guys grew up all in California, San Jose?
Sort of. Well, for me, I was my parents were split, so I would be going back from like California to Florida.
Okay.
Like a lot of my formative, like getting into music, adolescent years were in Florida, and then like I came back to California with this like big like knowledge of all this. Came back and like I don't know, the culture was actually out here.
So you guys have no idea what me and Jess and Rachel know about like your pants having salt on them after walking through the snow.
Oh no. What?
Salt? Oh
yeah, you know, we're talking like
the snow.
Yeah.
The bottom of your jeans getting soaked, right? Well, you know, we would use salt to melt the ice on the roads out east, right? And you know, that gets in the snow, that gets in the puddles and everything. So the bottom
so
of
your
jeans
guys' pants were frayed after 2 days.
They were frayed. They had like white marks all over them. It was like, you know, everybody's were
those were new.
Yeah, it's cool. I miss those days. But anyway, we're here now. I guess we should introduce ourselves and say where we are and what we're doing. You're listening to Ska Talk with Skagazine. My name is Jess. I'm the founder of Skagazine. We have a team of like 6 of us now. We rotate hosts for the most part. Bo and Rachel have been the most active recently with me, so it's been a pleasure to do interviews with them. I know that Bo, who you know as Eric, is the one who brought you on board. So I'm going to let him introduce you to the podcast.
Yeah, so our guest tonight comes from literally down the road from me. They made their home in the 408. That's where they roll, that's where they stay. Their area code represents San Jose, California. We'd like to welcome the Dead Heat to the Ska
Yes,
Magazine.
thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate you
Okay.
guys.
I would like you guys to go around, introduce yourself with your name, what you do in the band, and one thing we like to do, we like to learn about what people do outside the band. So, state your name, what you do in the band, and fascinating facts, something about your life outside the band.
You go first.
All right, my name is Vic. I'm the lead singer and rhythm guitarist for the band. And something I like to do outside, I like to take photographs a lot. Really got into that hobby, so that's something unique that I like to do outside
He takes
of
all
this
of
whole thing.
those.
What'd you say?
What?
He takes all of our band photos.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yes I do.
I was just
That's
gonna
good.
say, what do you like to photograph?
Most things I like to photograph are portraits. I really love portraits and landscape. Those are kind of the two things that I go for the most. Yeah, I got into it with like street photography, but then
I
those
like
two
street
mediums.
photography a lot.
Yes, yeah.
I guess I'll go next. I'm Justin. I'm the drummer in the band. And outside of music, I guess I'll say 2 things. Skateboarding, that's the other biggest thing in my life that I've been doing for about as long as I've been drumming. I started in '99, skateboarding and drumming. And I guess
Good
the other thing
combo.
I'll say, yeah, the other thing I'll say is I run an exterior home services cleaning business. So that's, my main thing that I focus on outside of music.
Use promo
Okay.
magazine.
Yeah. Any Ska Magazine listeners in the Bay Area with dirty houses? Yeah. See my man Justin here.
Yes.
I guess I'll go next. So my name's Ricardo, and I go in by Ricky G. I play the lead guitar in the band as well as the piano. And in my spare time, I like to do a lot of gardening. This year, I've grown a lot of strawberries. I got some avocado plants I'm working on. And I grew like 12 sunflowers, probably like 5 feet high. So a lot of gardening on the side for just peace of mind, after long days, it's good to look at the garden and see what it's producing.
Nice. You seem pretty happy about it. My attempts at gardening have only caused depression because I can't get things to grow.
You're not alone, Bo. I can't either.
I don't even try.
My wife does all that, man. She makes our house look great, but I'll kill one in a day, dude. I don't know. I could not let it survive.
Yeah, the first week that Ricky joined the band, he bought everybody a bunch of succulents. So I have like a bunch of succulents in my yard now.
Yeah, which I still actually do have. That's like the easiest thing ever. Thanks, Ricky.
I still have mine too.
Oh yeah, I'm like, you can keep succulents outside. I forgot we're on different. Yeah, okay. It's hot there.
Yeah, we got a pretty good climate for gardening, although I still can't make it work. I think it's because the dirt in my yard is just bad.
For sure. It's the dirt in your yard.
Yeah.
Blame it on that.
Sid, what do you do? Introduce yourself. Tell us something about yourself, Sid.
Yeah.
My bad. My name is Sid, and I like to party.
I like you, Sid.
Partying in the band?
Sometimes I play bass. Yeah, sometimes I play bass, sometimes triangle, Sometimes I'd play a wood block. Yeah. Sometimes they just need me there for moral support.
Yeah, that's oftentimes what it was. And then he just ended up being our bassist after.
They had a bassist when I got there. I was just like hanging out, rolling joints, and then their bassist stopped showing up. I'm like, oh fuck, I guess I gotta do it. So I had to step up.
All right, well, since there's a group of you, we wanted to make it a little more interesting than just
Wait,
ask you.
Jess,
What?
you and Bo didn't go outside Skagazine.
Oh, are we supposed to answer that?
Well, now you do.
Oh,
Oh, she's
we're usually the interviewers, not the interviewees, but okay. I am an accountant that runs an accounting department for a cigar company.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
A
Cool.
fun
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah. Oh, a fun fact. I
So
like-
that's
she
could
counts
talk about her work.
cigars and the money.
Yeah.
So
I really like to have fun. That's
Keep
all.
hard.
Jess is a good time.
Yeah.
Aside from Skagazine, you're at the shows. You're putting on shows. Why are you acting like?
Okay. So I host shows, little
Isn't a mosh
DIY shows.
Partying every weekend.
I go to a lot of shows. I found out last weekend at Ska Talk that I really like taking photos from the photo pit. That was fun, and videos, and I just like to do as much as I can to get back to the scene, really, because it's where I love to be at a show.
Oh, Jess, I forgot to ask you offline. Were you using your iPhone for that, or
I
like
was only using my iPhone for that, yes. I did
Yeah,
take a better camera, but I forgot the charger for the battery. But I
okay.
used my iPhone and it was perfectly fine.
They
I got
turned out pretty well. I mean,
I got
it's
some
an
pretty good
iPhone.
pictures. Yeah, they're not professional or anything, but I'm not getting paid for it either. So there we go.
I think there have been like whole movies shot on iPhone, stuff like that.
Wow.
I shot a video of the Suicide Machines playing Awkward Always, and they're my favorite ska punk band, one of my favorite
Hell
bands
yeah.
ever. And that video is up to like 17,000 views, which might not be a whole lot, but for me
Nice.
it is.
Hell
I'm like,
yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I got paid like $1.20 for that or something.
Damn YouTube, man.
Dude, we need to send you out here to take our videos.
Yeah, that
Oh,
sounds fun. Or we bring you out here to play a show. We can do both.
Yeah,
That's better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
yeah. Jess
Uh-huh.
does book shows. So if you got Philly on the mind, then
Yeah.
go see
Someday.
Jess.
We were
Soon,
actually
hopefully.
talking
I mean,
earlier about
Justin and I are skateboarders, so going out to Philly, I mean, we could definitely find
Have you
some
been
spots
here?
out there after. I've never been there. Closest is
So
Boston.
I've been there years
FDR
ago.
Park. Look up FDR Park.
Yes, yeah, we know that.
Oh yeah.
We just never been there.
So come skate. Actually, they have shows at the skate park.
Oh, awesome.
Dude.
So
I have
cool.
never booked one there, but they look pretty cool.
Well, when we have our new album out, then it'd be a good excuse to go out there.
All right.
Definitely.
Add that to the
Sure.
album. I have a new album.
All right,
Yeah.
so
All right.
I
So,
guess this is my turn since Rachel
oh
asked.
yeah, your turn.
So I'm Bo. I'm an interviewer on the Skagazine. As I mentioned before, I got reeled in September 2025. I'm sort of newish, but outside of the Skagazine, instead of talking about work, fun fact about me is that I play a little guitar badly. I don't quite know how to do upstrokes yet, but I was in a cover band with some dudes I worked with in the early 2000s, and I have played shows in 3 states.
Nice.
What?
I didn't
Well,
even
So
know
you
that.
can't be that bad, dude.
I did.
No, I mean it sounds impressive when you but consider the geography of New Hampshire hits the Atlantic Ocean right where it meets Maine and Massachusetts. So drive 20
Okay.
minutes in either direction,
Yeah.
you're in another
Oh.
state. So that's how I played 3 states.
You cheater.
Nice.
You can drive 20 minutes here and still be in San Jose.
Exactly. You could
Pretty much. Yeah.
What types of cover songs were you playing? What genre?
Mainly like 90s, 2000s, like radio rock.
Okay.
Although
Okay.
we did a lot of like classic rock.
So like Black Hole
Zep-
Sun or something.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Zeppelin. We did a lot of Black Sabbath. The lead
Yeah.
singer / lead guitarist of our band, he was a classic rock kind of guy.
Hmm.
But he also enjoyed the Kelly Clarkson, Since You've Been Gone cover I did in falsetto.
Okay.
Make that
It's
a
just kind
Ska
of
song.
silly stuff.
Falsetto, baby.
Yeah. Since you've been gone. Like,
Since you've been gone.
how many viewers we got right now?
Too many for
Yeah, I
that.
guess we can't erase that.
We just lost a few after that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're -3. We're all dropping off.
Rachel, your turn.
Oh,
Oh.
You've been gone.
no, I was not in a cover band. I like to do a lot of things poorly. I have that ADHD. I like my animal rescue, volunteering with Special Olympics. I'm not good at music at all, but I just like I help out with a local label, DCPC, just taking tickets or unloading, loading. That's my part. Yeah.
Cool.
Do you make people laugh sometimes, Rachel?
Oh, yeah. I do stand up sometimes. Yeah.
Whoa,
nice.
that's sick. I
That's
love
actually
stand-up.
that's how we found Rachel. Actually,
Nice.
we wanted a comedian, and then she came on and she did like
Scamedian.
She did comedy on one episode with the Impossibles, and then she was
I'm always like, I wish I was like so much more prepared to pull the episodes for me to have my first episode. I still think about it. I'm like,
and then she was like, I have numerous comedy. You're stuck with me. And we love her, so it's great.
And I love you
He's
guys.
a great conversationalist, though.
I love you guys.
Anyway, we know that you are a fairly new band, but when we have multiple members on, we find it more fun to play like a little game when we're trying to get to know you.
Okay.
So we're just going to ask questions and let the other people in the band answer for you. So, for instance, I'll start with Justin. At what age did Justin start playing music? Everybody take a guess.
12.
No, you're not supposed to.
Oh.
You're not. Oh, wait, you're not Justin.
I'm Justin.
Hey,
I'm
Hey,
not
listen.
Justin.
In my defense, it says Justin right in your
Name
little
on the
square
screen.
right under your face.
His name is right here. It's right
I'm
there.
today.
Okay, let's start over.
Playing for years.
Vic, what was your answer?
On my shirt.
My answer is 12.
Okay. What does everyone else think? I think Ricky had to step away. So Sid?
13.
He's in the chat.
Oh,
No, he's
Ricky said late
Justin's
90s.
like 10, motherfucker.
yeah, Ricky said late 90s. So who's closest, Justin?
He hit it right on the dot. I started at 12.
Okay.
It's like
He
he
did
knew
that
something.
math because you said 99. Wait a minute. You said 99. You graduated in 2006 minus
Yeah.
7 years. He did the math.
Yeah.
I did.
Well, so we're the same age, and we've also been skateboarding the same exact amount of time. So it was probably pretty easy for him to recall that.
So then when I say, everybody, what age did Vic start playing music? You want to
Well, actually, no, that was skateboarding.
No, that was skateboarding. I started
Oh, don't say.
well,
the
you
other
guys
can
guess. You guys
Yeah.
guess. He said
Sid.
12.
No, but that I know that's wrong.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess.
Ricky
I'm
said
gonna
2000.
I'm going to say 34.
Is that like
I'm gonna
today?
I'm gonna say
It's like last year.
8.
8?
8.
Yeah.
Dang, guys.
No?
It was 14.
Oh, okay.
I started at 14.
All right, how about
when you-
Sid? What age
Right
did
when you're in 9th grade, you have all that angst.
And you want to skate, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Skating and the music went together.
If I suck that day, I just go play something on the guitar.
Here's a good one. Who knows what was my first instrument?
that was actually
Oh,
the next
dude.
question on the outline. Did you see my
Okay.
outline?
Oh yeah, I was
Spying.
it was
I guess.
pan flute.
Silent.
knows, baby. See, Vic knows me.
I was going to say recorder.
Yeah.
But
I already know the answer, so maybe I just shouldn't say it. Ricky, why don't you guess?
When did Sid start learning how to play?
No, what was
No,
his
what's the
first
first instrument?
Probably guitar.
I think it's, if I can remember right, I think it's drums. Is that
I'm going
right?
out there. I'm going out there with clarinet.
Clarinet. Okay.
I'm sticking with the recorder. Some classic buns.
Kazoo.
It was actually drums. Vic got it. I think I might have told him before, but yeah, my brother bought me a drum set when I was 13, and that was my first instrument. And then I just moved around to too many different apartments, so eventually I had to stop playing drums and started playing bass. And it was just a little bit, I don't know, it just became more like what I was known for.
All right.
Yeah.
So when did Ricky start playing? And what instrument did he start on? We'll do two here.
Well, when did I start playing bass though? Who knows that?
Oh, I don't know. Let's 16,
20.
No, it was when the drums got too loud for his apartment.
Yeah.
Well, how
us
many
a timeline,
how many
though.
pieces was the set? Because every time you moved, you lose one piece.
Yeah. I think that, huh?
You eventually just get down to a practice pad, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I just have a stool left. I gotta quit.
It's a kick drum with no.
I started moving when I was 18, right after I graduated. So up until then, I was playing drums all the time, and then after that, I just had to play bass just because it was a quieter instrument. But yeah, 18.
Nice.
It seems like you guys are learning stuff about each other. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't really talk about our lives. We just show up.
We forbid it at practice.
Yeah,
yeah. You wipe your tears off before you come into the practice space.
Yeah.
Until you start writing, you know, then you let
then
the
it all comes
flow,
out.
right?
Yeah.
Why is Vic crying again? It's the third time today.
Just allergies. It's allergies.
Yeah.
I think we're left with Ricky, but I don't know that he's here to answer. But guess anyway. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
let's see.
I'm gonna say 15.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah, I'm gonna say 15 as well.
Again? Sorry.
When did you start playing guitar? Or and was it your first instrument? I'm gonna say it was your first instrument and 15.
Yeah, I use about 4.
So
What if you
I've been
played the
playing
accordion?
since I was 14. I'm 29, so about 14, 15 years ago. So like 2010, 2011, and guitar was my first instrument.
Nice.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, he's
all the answers.
We're going to move on to the same question. I mean, a new question, but we'll go in the same order. So first one's going to be about Justin, right? Is that what we want? What band was Justin's gateway into ska?
Ooh.
Rancid.
Maybe not though, or No Doubt. I don't know. None of those. Look.
Smash Mouth.
Smash. Mighty Boston.
They got some good music.
It's the Mighty Boston's, dude.
The Mighty Boston's. They go hard.
Or maybe Real Big Fish even. That was kind of that era.
You know what?
Let's see.
Because I grew up in a small town, so I didn't really have a lot of bands like that were around me. But I remember we had that game, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. So a lot of my first
Goldfinger,
anything other than the radio, all that game.
I don't know. He said he was a hardcore kid. I'm guessing the Suicide Machines.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't actually. It was they're called the OC Supertones. I don't know if a lot of people.
Oh yeah, I know who they are.
Yeah.
Oh, of course you know.
All right, that was fun. How about Vix?
Ooh. I know what his favorite one is, but I don't know what the first one would be. Maybe I don't know, Say Ferris?
That's close. It's close.
Dance Hall Crashers?
Huh?
Dance Hall Crashers?
Yeah, Dance Hall Crashers actually.
Nice.
Yeah. And that was weird because my sister would play a lot of the ska stuff, so I was listening to that album with her, and that's the first time I was like, "What is this? It's not like reggae. Like, what is it?" And she told me it was ska, and I was like, "Oh, like." So I would start listening to all different types of stuff like that. I just really like the just the upbeat, the mood. Like it made you want to do this. It's cool.
Very nice, very nice.
All right, now we're guessing Sid's.
All right.
He's wearing a
Oh, that's
suit.
hard
So
because
That was for my
Sid has
last
an
job, man.
eclectic choice of things.
Yeah,
It could go anywhere from like a local thing to like
there's a lot of '90s R&B on his playlist.
Watch, it's like the Toasters or something.
less than Jake. I don't know. I'm just gonna
I'm
throw
gonna-
it out because I don't know.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna say Real Big Fish. I don't know.
No, surprisingly, the first ska I ever listened to was on that video game, Tony Hawk's. It was
Oh wow.
Oh, Goldfinger.
Goldfinger.
Or Suicide Machines. Goldfinger.
The Goldfinger. Yeah.
Yeah. So those were
Okay.
the first times I ever like heard that kind of music, and I think the really like on the radio there was Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. So I guess you can kind of say that was probably the first time I heard it. But I mean, back in the day, I used to go and see like the local bands like La Plebe, and like it's just the most fun you can have. So I just got hooked just from going to the live shows, really.
Nice.
Yeah, I remember like Mighty Mighty Boss Tones would be on, but I never knew that it was like ska. Like I didn't know that that was a thing. And then I listened to the other band. I'm like, oh, that's what that is. Like
Yeah.
that's what ska is. I was like, it was you never. I just never knew that that's what that was.
Better recognize.
Yeah, and then like I would listen after that. I'd listen to like old No Doubt, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like I really like this stuff. Like I really like that old like early '90s stuff. It was really not. It was. I liked it.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it at the time because like I was coming out of high school in '97, when Boss Tones was like on, big radio, right? So that
Yeah.
like they played an alternative radio like next to like Stone Temple Pilots or whatever, and so you're just like, oh, this is just like alternative, but it's different,
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I thought it was.
Same.
And then I guess Ricky is driving, so
Yeah, he's
I
driving
don't know
right
if
now.
you could respond. So
Let's see.
you might
I
get a
mean,
free pass on this one.
He's younger than us, so what would you guys say would be
Oh,
his
he's
first
younger.
song?
Okay.
Oh, because okay, we got to think like
Less than
Diving
Jake,
into
maybe.
the
yeah, maybe
2000s
less
here.
than
Jake
or
or-
like Streetlight
Lincoln?
Manifesto or something like that,
Maybe like RX Bandits. How about that?
or RX
Ooh.
Bandits. Yeah, something like that.
One of my favorite bands of all time. Yeah. Well, at least that one record. Which
That one album,
Progress, is that what it's
yeah,
called?
I think it's
Yeah.
Progress. That one's really good.
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
we might
we'll find
we
out
might
later.
have to come back for the answer. He's
Let's go
leaving
to
us in
commercial break.
suspense.
I hate to pull a Ricky, but I got to bounce on you guys. I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay, see you later, Sid.
Okay. Have a good
Yeah.
one.
Okay, no worries.
Dropping like flies, man.
All right, well, the last, I mean, I had two more, but I'm not going to ask the next one because it's kind of similar. Actually, no, I am going to ask it. What was Justin's first concert?
Oh
Oh my gosh.
my first
Wait,
concert.
This was like a random one.
I don't even know if I
can
remember.
I think you told me it was like a random one, like wasn't country, but it was like super random. It wasn't like a place like it's like your dad took you there or something like that.
Yeah, my
I don't remember, but I want to say it's like a country band. I don't know.
no, it's not country. It's hard for me to give you an honest answer. I really don't remember. It's been so long. I've been to so many. I'm gonna have to pass. I'm sorry. I do not remember.
Okay. How
I
about
guess
you?
what mine is, dude.
You know his?
Green Day?
No,
Warped Tour.
no.
I don't know.
It was
BFB?
No, it was earlier than that. It was in Pensacola, Florida. Tool and Rage Against the Machine did a show together, and that was my very
Oh.
first one seeing like Maynard. And
That's a massive
that,
first show.
yeah, it was like
Wow.
98 or something like that.
That
It
must
was
have been
all
crazy.
ages, and my sister took me. It was It was awesome. Wow.
I'm jealous. Rage Against the Machine is one of the only bands I never.
Yeah, I was, and I was, like I said, I was young, so I had no idea, like, other than the radio, I had no idea this stuff happened.
So you saw the mosh pit?
Yeah, I
No.
saw the mosh pit. I saw like just, especially when you see Zach on stage, it was like one of the first times like I want to be like that, like I want to be cool like that. Or like when you saw Maynard, like Tool was just so weird. It was just a weird experience for me as a kid.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it was so strange.
Yes, those are.
But I loved it.
Just I want to play because I know no one's gonna get it.
Okay.
Oh crap! I think I know.
Okay.
I don't
So yeah,
remember their name.
I graduated in 1997. I was in the Navy for a little bit, like 6 years, and
Nice.
got out in 2006. I was on the East Coast a lot, so I know nobody's gonna get it. So good luck.
All right. Creed.
He's like, oh, it was Creed.
Hoobastank. It was Hoobastank.
Hoobastank.
That's pretty close, Just. That is my favorite band, but they were
I
not
know.
my first show.
Nickelback.
Nope. All I did see Nickelback was like my third or
The
fourth show.
Offspring.
Actually. Nope.
Wait, was East Coast a hint?
Oh.
That's
Sort of.
no, not really useful information.
Okay.
It was not a
Azzy Star or something. I don't know.
It was not ska.
Okay. What okay, give us a hint on what genre it was.
Like mainstream pop.
Mainstream pop.
Mainstream pop.
Mainstream
Backstreet
pop,
Boys.
early 2000s.
Kelly Clarkson.
And Sync.
Backstreet Boys.
I do like female-led ska bands, but kind of female-led bands in general.
Okay.
3LW.
Female-led mainstream band.
Mainstream.
It was a
let's
pop.
narrow it
It
down.
was
Let's narrow it down to not a
O-Town.
band.
Avril Lavigne.
Didn't she like?
No, she wasn't
She's
pop.
pretty
She was
mainstream
like
pop, but
yeah, that's true.
okay.
Kelly
Are you
Clarkson.
ready?
Yeah. What was it?
2002, Richmond, Virginia. Michelle Branch
What?
Oh wow.
She's
I don't even know
Rooney.
who that is. Who is that?
with Rooney opening.
Nice,
Rooney,
dude.
I haven't heard that band in so long.
Told you no one's gonna get it. I just wanted to play because, you guys know.
Okay,
me
well,
and
since you guys are playing, now the other two have to play. Rachel, what was yours?
it's because you guys keep dropping out. Yeah.
First,
Give us a hint. Give us a hint on what your first band would be.
like, big concert
Sure,
doing?
sure.
Like first,
Whatever one you think counts.
like because I went to my local venue a lot, but for like a
Oh,
bigger,
no.
for a bigger known, not local band, I should give you hints. Okay. Let's say it's a mix of genres.
Okay.
Ghost Stones and would say that they're an influence to them.
Who would?
Ghost Tones.
Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys.
Think a lot of weed.
What?
Oh, Cypress
Cypress
Hill.
Hill?
Cypress Hill? No, not Cypress Hill.
The Blight?
This is the bigger band that I went to several times as a kid. More
DMX.
3-6 Mafia.
there are none.
Oh, I know. 311.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
damn it.
All right. I'm gonna deny my first and go with my second because my first was New Kids on the Block and I was like 8 years old.
Oh, no, New Kids on the Block is a great answer.
That doesn't fucking count.
It's like my Michelle Branch. You got to own it.
Yeah.
So it was a festival, but there's one band that stands out, and they were actually the first ska band that I've ever seen.
Okay, so there's ska.
And it was in Camden, New Jersey.
New Jersey. So East Coast.
There's a lot of
Considered a Philly
Festival ska.
Yeah.
I'm going with Catch-22.
Nope.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Too big for
No, it was in 1996. Was when did Catch come out? 98,
That's
98.
for crack,
It's
aren't they,
pre-catch.
Scott?
I was like 9.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I was 15 years old. My sister and
No
brother both
way.
took me, and I took a friend with me as well. And I hadn't known this ska band until I saw them that day, and I really, really enjoyed them.
Okay, now I'm gonna look up
I have
90s
interviewed them too. That's
You've
another
interviewed them?
Are they
recently
from?
within the past year. Yeah,
Oh,
They're
Ska
from New
96,
Jersey.
recent
I
Oh,
said
the
interview.
that because
festival was in
these
New
two are
Jersey.
gonna.
Oh, so festival's from New Jersey, but they're not from New Jersey.
They are not from New Jersey.
Okay.
They are a bigger band, well, bigger ska band.
Real Big Fish.
Nope.
Uh,
not less than two.
I was just gonna say that. No.
Rachel, I feel like we should know this.
I know within the last year.
I'm trying to think of East
I've
Coast
interviewed them
ska
within the
bands.
last year. Yeah.
Within
Yeah,
the
last one.
Aquabats.
Oh no, I don't have a desire to interview them.
Is that Fishbone?
Yes.
Fishbone.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Bo.
Okay.
Oh, and I guess I'll plug that Eric and I, Eric that passed, interviewed Angelo, Dr. Mad Vibe, and Spacey T.
Okay.
That
And
is so
it was
cool.
so awesome.
As I recall,
Nice.
you were a little nervous.
I was a little nervous, but it ended up being totally fine. They were both amazing. I had to mute Angelo a few times because he would just like go off on a tangent talking to someone else and cursing. Not that we don't like cursing, but like he wasn't talking to us, so I just kept muting him.
Wow.
But they were very, very cool and made us feel at ease for sure. Stacey T is awesome. I love him.
Cool.
Like he doesn't get enough attention. I know Angelo is awesome too, but everybody knows Angelo, you know? Anyway, that's it.
I want to mention that in my mind, Letters to Cleo as a kid was ska to me.
But
Like I don't know, like I was just always like, yeah, that was a ska band I liked, and but they're not a ska band.
it was the
So
Mandela effect. They changed.
I think it's just I think the 10 things that I hate about you, that was just their vibe, and it's that vibe in my head, Steve.
That was such a good movie. That
It
had
was
a
such
lot
a
of
good movie. I was looking it up and
had
like, oh, they're not
such
a
good
ska.
music in that movie. Such good music in that movie.
It's such good music, and the number one. I mean, I don't really like. You know, I mostly just watch comedies, but best romantic scene ever is the marching band, and I
And
love
when
that
she
movie.
yells at him, or like she does the poem or whatever,
When
or
she
he
does the
does the
poem, I
poem.
don't hate
Yeah.
you. Get a little,
Yeah.
get out.
I just told everyone in the chat to play along and tell us their first concert, and we'll move on to other things, but I'll go back and read them later if people play.
That's open. Yeah, can we see the chat?
How do we?
Oh,
Oh, it's on
I want to see
YouTube.
the chat.
You
Oh,
have to
okay.
be on YouTube to see the chat.
I'm gonna
Okay.
put the
You can just
YouTube one
just
on
make sure
right
you
now.
mute it because if you don't mute it, it's gonna
For sure. I can do it here.
give us feedback or whatever.
oh, I know this Gary who's on here. Hey, Gary, what's happening?
Hi,
Gary's
Gary.
a cool guy. He's from San Diego.
Oh, cool.
There we are.
There we
Oh,
are.
what's
Right at
our
the
next
top.
question?
Oh, the last one, since I
Yeah.
think it's just the two of you now, so we'll just get this last one in. If Justin wasn't doing music, what would he be doing instead? And I don't mean what he does now. I mean, what would his
Yeah,
dream?
like well,
Yeah.
what? Okay. Huh. Well, I know he'd be
And
always.
skateboarding. You can't say
Yeah, I
skateboarding.
can't say skateboarding, but
Hey, you could go
to be
pro,
honest,
right?
I think he would be running some sort of entrepreneur company. Like that's just something I think he would have
Business
done.
savvy.
Yeah, he would have done that. He would have done some sort of marketing. He would have done something like that.
Yeah, I feel like if I don't have like some project or like some endeavor to work on, I feel like I'm not putting my. I feel like there's something I'm leaving on the table. Like I don't feel right unless I'm working on some big thing. You know. So yeah, he's probably right.
And now, don't we all feel like crap? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I totally understand what he's saying. I always have to be doing something. Like I can't sit and watch TV. I can't. I got to be doing something productive. What about Vic? What would Vic be doing?
Oh, so I can't say photography or can I? Because that would be my first answer.
No, it has to be
Okay.
something different.
Well, it's kind of the same thing, but also different. I would say maybe making movies.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is I feel like it's kind of a different enough animal, I guess, than just photography. Um, he likes coming up with stories and finding ways to tell those in interesting, unique ways. So I would say filmmaking is
Yeah.
a good fit for him.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd have to do something creative, other than, the music and what I'm photography. Like that's
Or
just something that I would have done. I think I would have been making music videos or something like that for people.
or comedy. He might be doing comedy.
Yeah, skits. I love the idea
Yeah.
of writing skits and stuff like
It,
that. So
that's what Ricky said in the chat. So Vic would
yeah,
be a comedian.
Yeah.
and, for,
Yeah.
and for Justin, he had a black belt in MMA.
Am I that hardcore?
I want to know. I want to know a few of your favorite comedians or comedy
Okay,
or writers, whatever.
so
Hey, Rachel.
like Louis C.K.,
Whoa.
Mitch Hedberg,
You mean Louis
Tosh
C.K.
Tone.
a few years ago?
Yeah, not the just
Remember,
his
we can't
old
take
his
anything
old
back
stuff.
here. There was a whole.
Daniel Tosh is one of my favorites. Right now I'm really into like Shane Gillis. He's super humorous. But again, those are just my preferences. I watch Kill Tony, so I see a lot of comedians coming up a lot from there.
I hear about that show a lot.
Yeah. I mean, him as a person, you
Yeah,
can
I
leave it
suppose.
or take it or leave it. But like the people that he has on and like the comedians that he's found on there, like Ari Mahdi.
It's like
Uh,
I remember there used to be Last Comic Standing. It's like a
yeah,
kind of like a game like that, right?
yeah.
Okay.
You have like a minute to do your thing, and you can either bomb or you don't, and
Yeah.
it's random people. So
Cool. Do you ever write?
comedy, no. Like as far as like stand up, no, I've never done that. I mostly like to write up like write skits.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
stuff that I
That's
like to
great.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah. But stand up, I feel like that's what I love about stand up is that
yeah,
it's still a mystery to me how people like how they go about thinking about a premise and then like structuring their joke and like what do you do first is it a catch you off guard thing or is it pretty
yeah,
straightforward, like how do you do that, and how long have you had to take that joke on stage before you actually got it. I think
yeah.
that's what's super
Or how long do you
amazing to
keep
me.
doing that joke? Yeah, it is. It is curious. I love and there's so many different types, right? Of
Right.
joke telling, but I love it when someone like magical comes along, like Norm Macdonald. No one
Oh,
else
of
is gonna tell
course.
a joke
No one's gonna do it like
like
him. Yeah.
that always like like an
Yeah.
Andy Kaufman kind of like artist
Yeah.
beyond, like so I love it when someone's just so no one will do it again.
Yeah. That's kind of what I thought about like the one liner, like how Mitch Hedberg was the king of one liners, he would start a joke, end it, like it's real quick, witty, smart,
And you
and
got to
like
be smart to get the joke.
yeah,
That's what
exactly.
I
yeah,
really like. Yeah.
Yeah.
he's very well liked. I get him as an answer when I ask people that are across the board. He's a solid choice.
Yeah.
Unique individual.
I kind of
Yeah.
forgot about Daniel Tosh, man. That's
I do.
a while ago.
Him, I love like he could take you anywhere and it's
He
so
was
ridiculously and silly.
he was a big deal. I mean, you were probably younger than me when he came out, but he was a pretty big. He was something different
Yeah.
at that time. The
Yeah.
way he did his show, yeah.
Yeah. Same with like Anthony Jeselnik. Like, I feel like he's kind of that hit and punch. Like, I really like that type of comedy where it's like, here it is, right there, and it just rolls off the sleeve. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Gary Goldman, you should check out too. I like his comedy. He does
Okay.
a lot of like word, like English language, like just you have to be so clever. I love it. Yeah.
They say that you do comedy. Like, do you write a lot of comedy?
I do not put enough time into. Oh.
Hey, doggy.
One of them. That's the horse. I need to put more time into writing for sure, but luckily, my and I only do 5-10 minute shows or whatever, but it's storytelling, and they're
okay.
and they're 90%. My life's been so fucked up; they're 90% true. I don't need to be that clever.
Okay,
That's how I
okay,
talk,
yeah, that's
and
awesome.
I don't change my personality, and like literally, it's just me talking about my life and childhood.
Sometimes that's the best. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Rachel, before we move on to talk about the band, I need to say that Lupita11, do you know who that is?
Who?
Lupita11 is the handle on YouTube. Would like to say happy early birthday to Ska Girl, aka Rachel.
If she said
happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday.
That's my one of my best friends. We actually met at a show, a DCPC show.
That's the way it happens. Yeah.
Cheers. Happy early birthday to you.
Happy birthday. Cheers.
Yeah.
Did that Shirley Temple, girl.
I grabbed a straw that's way too big for my cup, and a couple times, I'm not sure if anyone noticed, I did one of like out embarrassing.
as if it was way too big for your mouth.
All right, Bo, you want to talk about the band?
Sure will. So we got Vic
that's
and
not
Justin
important, guys.
left.
Come on.
Well, so one thing I've learned about doing this podcast is bands love to talk about themselves. So we'll get on with it. Well, Vic and Justin and Ricky, if you got the capacity to tune in here, I want you guys to walk us through memory lane. Did you guys have like a band that you did before Dead Heat? Any bands that you started in?
Well,
yeah. You want to take this one?
Yeah. So my early years, my very first like band was like a Blink 182 kind of band. You know, we were called Bus Stop 71, all that. Like, so when I was younger, I would always just like be in little bands like that. I remember doing like post hardcore or whatever. And when I met Justin, when we actually became friends, we've known of each other, but when we actually became friends, I remember going over to your house and we just jammed, me and you, and you had this fucking set. He was so sick with it, like all these fills and stuff. And so I've been playing with Justin like that, and I think our earliest thing that we got together was at your old place, right? Do you remember, like, when was that?
When was it?
Yeah, when was that?
That was the late 2010s.
Yeah.
No, that was the early 2010s.
And were you playing music before?
Early 20-teens.
Were you playing music before?
I was in a band right after high school, but it didn't really go anywhere. And then when we met, we started jamming, and then we started a band in my garage, which I ended up leaving when my first son was born, and then he stayed, and then I'll let you continue the story.
So I stayed with that band. You know, got another. I eventually had to get just whole new members, so it was just me, the original guy with that band. We were called the Rising Heights back then. We would just play a lot of shows out here in San Jose, and then it got to the point where I had my first child as well, so I quit for a little while, and so I kind of took like a break on that, and then I was gonna get married, and I had, you know, been talking to Justin about like wanting to do music, wanting to make music, wanting to like do a project. And we were talking about it for a couple months, I believe. just throwing the ball around. And then it happened to be like, hey, my wedding's coming up. So how about we just like, we don't take it too serious, but we like get a band together and like play a couple songs for the wedding. But if you know anything about me and Justin, when we get started with something, we go for it and we don't stop. So that's kind of what ended up starting this band.
Yeah, after
And
the wedding, we didn't have plans to continue the band, but after it was done, we're like, man, that was so fun getting together for practice the past few months and actually um, playing, the show at the wedding. After the wedding was done, we're like, hey, you want to just keep this going? Like
yeah,
take it serious. And we're like, yeah, let's do it. So we kept doing it. And at that time, would we call ourselves the Rise Up?
the Rise Up, yeah.
Yeah. And then we found out there was a band, I think they might be from Santa Cruz. I'm not
Uh-huh.
sure, but they're called Rise Up without the. So I was like, oh, we got to change
Oh,
the name. So
yeah.
one day we
Getting
were
a
at
little too
practice.
close to home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one day we were at practice and it was super hot in the middle of the summer. And I made some comment. I said something about the dead heat. And I was like, hey, wait a minute. That sounds kind of cool. Like,
Yeah.
what do you guys think? Like, should we name that the band? And everybody agreed. So it
Also,
stuck.
funny fact, we actually started as like a reggae band, like
Yeah.
reggae and groove. I really loved ska, but I kind of just always had that like as a thing that I liked. Like, I just never thought it would be anything. I didn't think that we would enjoy playing that. And I believe like we came up with the song No Stranger to Danger, which is like really one of our first ska forward songs. And Justin was on board. And it was kind of just like it emerged from that. And we just super dwelled into that genre and just like what we remembered we loved about it. And I think that's kind of what cultivated like how we play ska. We try to mix as many of our influences together and try to become some like it's cool to play ska, it's cool to play reggae, but like what's going to make the music go forward? What can we do to kind of like be different, or add in our spice to it? And I think that's what the Dead Heat kind of is trying to be or turning into be.
Well, I don't know if we're necessarily trying to be different as much
Yeah,
as just trying to be true to our influences. It's not like we're trying to say, oh, what hasn't been done before? We need to do that. That's
right.
not, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's not the approach that we take, I think. It's more of just like, hey, we really like this. Let's put a breakdown in a ska song. Or, let's put a punk beat in a reggae song or whatever,
Yeah,
like so yeah, we just kind of put whatever we like, all of our
into it.
influences into it. But the main backbone is ska.
So do you have
I
a
mean,
question about like
it all comes from the same lineage, right?
Right. Yeah.
Ska. I actually, in my mind, listening to your music, I kind of put you close to like Rocksteady, like right in the middle, right? But
Yeah,
all
yeah.
part of the same lineage. I
Yeah.
guess we answered Rachel's question when you talked about, actually getting your band name.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I'm sorry, Rachel, I'm going to skip ahead here.
That's
Um, I saw Jess's face light up because you guys are talking about your influences and like spices.
Yes.
And one of my fun questions I like to ask bands about their influences. This is going to take a little thinking on your guys' part, right? So
Okay.
I'll talk about it and let you guys think while I describe it. So what I say to bands, I say, make me a dead heat sandwich.
Oh,
Sandwich is made up of,
Oh
you got
man.
bread, right? That's kind of like your
a hoagie.
base.
A hoagie.
I'm sorry, Jess wants me
Hoagie.
to say hoagie, but I just can't do that.
it's a
Sorry,
Philly
Jess.
thing. They want to come to
Uh,
Philly and skate
yeah,
FDR Park.
that's
They're going to eat a hoagie.
Well, Justin likes banh mi. So, no, I'm just
oh
kidding.
yeah, banh mi. I'm half
yeah,
Vietnamese, so if
those
you want
are
to get
those
any
are definitely
sandwiches,
sandwiches of choice out
yeah.
here in San
That's not what
Jose.
I was
But
gonna
yeah,
say actually.
yeah, just think about it. You got your bread, that's kind of like your base.
Man,
You got
I feel like
your
you do so much better to explain it than I would.
your
Because I'm all
protein, your
over the
stuff in the
place.
middle,
But he's the
and
chef,
then
so
like
Yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
actually, I was gonna say. I mean, we could walk through it if you want, but the
yeah.
first
Go
thing that
for it.
came to my mind was being in San Jose. Um, I was gonna say a torta with a lot of jalapenos.
Okay,
Um,
so
that would be like the dead heat, like local flavor
Yeah.
with some spiciness, like hefty,
Some
real,
carne asada in
yeah,
there.
some
Okay, yeah.
avocado.
So for
Yeah.
those out of the area who may not be so familiar,
Maybe a
yeah, go ahead and
cubano for them.
describe a torta
What is a
experience.
torta? A torta is it's basically like a Mexican hamburger, but it's like there's a lot more meat, right?
Yeah.
And but they're huge.
Fat.
They're like that big. I literally maybe the reason this is popping in my head is because I literally had one an hour before this interview.
I feel you.
But
From a
yeah,
little truck like down the street, right?
actually, if anybody's in San Jose, they'll know Mexico Bakery. It's like one of the best places to go to get a torta. But yeah, and then they toast the outside of the bread a little bit. I don't know what kind of bread they use,
Did you say the toast?
I know.
but I don't know. Is that a satisfactory answer? It's the first thing that came to popped in
Well,
my head.
the bread, is there like a genre or a band that's
Okay, what
kind
would
of
the
I
bread?
think
Yeah,
they're
what would,
naming their favorite food.
yeah, we're just telling you our favorite foods now.
Wait, so there's not a
I might be a little
podcast?
hungry.
Cubanos.
It's kind
They-
of like a chalupa from Taco Bell.
Yeah. Nachos
Yeah,
Del Grande.
So yeah, like a band or a genre that sort of signifies the bread,
The
like
bread.
the big thick bun that a torta is, is the
I
basis
think
of.
like kind of RX Bandits feel. I feel like there's like that edginess that we like from that band.
Ooh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like that's something that me and you like we definitely agree on. That's like
Yeah. I really like the heavier leaning ska
yeah.
more than the kind of old school. I mean, I enjoy all of it, but I'm definitely more partial towards the heavier stuff. So let's see, am I supposed to relate that to a kind of bread? Is that what
Yeah.
I'm doing?
No,
No,
what
no,
would the
just
bread
or just
be?
I think the bread was chosen. Do you agree with
Yeah,
him?
the bread was chosen, I
Okay.
think.
Ricky's back too. I think maybe Ricky has to agree now too. He's like,
Well,
what's going on?
If we were a sandwich, Ricky, if the band were a sandwich, what band would be the bread as far as our sound?
What
Yeah,
band
what
influence would be the bread?
it'd even be like a whole genre too.
I think it would maybe be like maybe a little bit of like Bad Brains because they have some like slower songs, but at the same time they could get like real punk. And with our song Crazy, that's where I kind of get this from. So that's my answer.
Okay, so that's kind of like your base, whether you eat meat or not, you got some kind of core protein, right? Kind of bands or even genres define the core.
Ooh, it's got to be something groovy, but
yeah.
also like,
I would say like old Sublime, like and then their
yeah,
Robin the Hood album, like 40 ounces to freedom type stuff, like a lot of like the old Bradley Sublime
Hmm,
when he would
I
do
could feel it,
collabs with Gwen Stefani and stuff.
especially when you mentioned like you were kind of starting off in reggae, right?
Yeah,
for
It's kind
sure.
of that
Yeah.
slow sort of chill. I'm
Yeah.
curious before we go on to the toppings. Um, I was feeling like a little bit of classic rock and like hard rock, like I think you guys use a lot of like minor keys, and that sort of
yes.
made me think about like Black Sabbath, right?
Yeah, like
Do you-
pentatonic, yeah, minor pentatonic and minor keys. Yeah. Yeah, that's
okay,
something we also, you know, I think all of us as a band really like, classic rock type stuff too.
Yeah, we're all influenced by that.
there we go. I was feeling it.
Yeah.
So would you call that like kind of like the toppings or the spices, like the I don't know what you like to put on your sandwiches, lettuces or
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
The
like the
veggies on it.
Villains, yeah.
yeah, go
the
for it, guys. Take
works,
it away.
the works.
What do you think, Justin? What like because I know me and you we've put in like we like a lot of like the screaming stuff, or I do.
Yeah.
I know you like hardcore, metal stuff. What kind of bands do you like emulate your drums and stuff? Like when you think about it.
Um, well, these days I don't try to sound like any particular drummer or band, but when I was first trying to learn that transition from playing reggae drumming to ska drumming, I was taking a lot of influence from I don't know his name, the guy from RX Bandits, that drummer. Um, and I like the guy from Suicide Machines. I think he's pretty
Really
got a unique style. But I think I play more of a rock leaning type of drumming when it comes to the parts I write for the band. That's just that's my bread and butter. That's like where I grew up is like rock music. That's kind of how, like, that's all the music I learned to play when I was first learning drums. So that just kind of carries through, instinctually, I guess, like naturally when I think of what parts I'm going to play for the band.
Hey,
So do we have a
Ricky.
hoagie? I think we have a hoagie.
Yeah, actually,
A
Ricky,
hoagie?
I'm as a guitarist and you being the lead, curious what kind of like, do you have any particular guitarists that you like, base your spices off of?
That's a really great question, and I have a bunch of favorite guitarists. Starting with like Randy Rhoads from Ozzy when he first went solo, to Zach Wild, to Dimebag Darrell, even some like Tony Iommi from Sabbath. And it's been cool today to use a lot of information to try to wrap all that into one sound. So to use the bends and the vibratos with the scales and kind of make it your own. I see that's where I get a lot of my tone, my sound from, as far as like technique as well. Marty Friedman, also really good one. So a bunch of like big metal guitarists, like a collaboration of all of them. You guys get that?
Yeah, loud and clear.
I just thought the screen went silent for a little bit, or it froze, but
Yeah, that was my internet connection. Yeah, yeah, I could definitely feel your all the influences you mentioned in like your solos,
For
especially
sure, yeah.
especially live. I mean, the other folks out there don't have access to your live show, but I can
I
I
think to
can
Justin's point
feel
too,
it.
like it's kind of hard to define when like kind of like what he said, we're not trying to like really like we get these influences, but then we're not trying to sound like them particularly. So it gets like it just happens naturally as we, you know, just
Yeah,
sit and write
It
songs.
just comes
It
through.
just comes
That-
through. And then we're
that's
like,
kind of
hey,
that's kind of one of the things I love about this question because, like, we all love to eat and we all like describing our favorite sandwiches and just the way everything comes together as your sound. You could like define that. You can define your band's sound in terms of like one of your favorite sandwiches,
Yeah.
and you guys did everything like perfectly.
Thank you.
we appreciate that.
And I'm
Wasn't
getting
easy.
hungry. And I'm getting hungry. I know
It,
there's one of your tracks that is not on the EP that 408, which as you and I know is the area code of San Jose. That features one Mr. Amoroso.
Yeah.
Tell us a little about Mr. Amoroso and like his place the uh, in like the San Jose scene and like his he leans kind of like he's more like hip hop
Yeah,
rap oriented, right?
he's more hip hop rap. I met him through friends of mine skating, and his rapping and stuff. He started showing me his music, and actually, I went out with him a few times. I shot his album cover and was shooting a music video for him, and so I know him through there. I knew him through just skating, and then like that project that he had. And when it came to introducing him into the band to like do some collaborations with us, I was like, hey, it's 408. I really like his style of rap and hip hop, and that's kind of I just asked the guys, hey, would you guys be willing and be open to having him do a few bars, and it worked out great, I think, for that track. And that's kind of how we just started networking with him, and now we've played a few shows with him. Um, and he's known here in the Bay Area, in like the Bay Area like hip hop scene. Like he's been doing this for a long time. So I think like for him to collab with us is something a little different for him. Same with us. It kind of just feeds each other's, you know, creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love the whole crossover. Did that inspire the rap that you had on Long Road on your EP?
Definitely, yeah. So that song is like Vic's little baby. That's like that's well, if he wants to talk about that, he can. I'm not going to speak for him. But that song's really special to him. I'll just leave it at that. And we had already worked with Estevan, Mr. Amoroso. Um, and we didn't just work with him. He's like, we became friends, you know,
Yeah.
we became friends with each other. Um, and so when he asked about Long Road, hey, should we have Mr. Amoroso do another verse? We were kind of just like, yeah, sure, you know, why not? The song's about friends. He's a friend,
Yeah.
you know, it makes sense. Let's do it. So,
It's
yeah.
a song about, you know, just checking in on each other. Just sometimes you can be in this world by yourself, and there's people that come and go a lot, and life is a long road, and sometimes, you know, just calling someone and being like, hey man, how are you, like what's going on, it could really help you get out of different things in your life, you know. So it was cool to have him on there to just be one of those friends where it's like you come in and, you know, it's been a long time, like what's up. I don't know, it was cool. It was a cool
I love that.
collab.
Yeah, we definitely need that will to check
So
up on each
so
other these
important.
days. And that's like, kind of one of the defining elements of, I really felt, the scene as we talk about it, in that song.
Yeah.
Um,
If you want a scene, you got to be the scene.
Yeah.
and how'd you know?
They did their homework.
It's
Holy
like you did
shit.
your research on us. But yeah, I really love like how um, you guys made the rap just fit so naturally into your sound, and like I think Ghost Tones actually got mentioned earlier. We were
Hmm.
talking about them earlier, and
Mhm.
we love, we interviewed them a few weeks ago, or maybe a month ago or so, and
It was
uh,
it was the end of March. Yeah.
yeah, and we just really love how they managed to weave rap into their version of ska.
Yeah, if you haven't
Pretty
heard
cool.
them yet, check them out. They're pretty cool.
Definitely.
So let's talk about your new EP that you just put out, what, 3 months ago? Don't come
April 10th.
knocking.
Yeah.
So about 3 months. Um, Talk to us about the making of the album, like where it was recorded, what went into doing it, how long you spent together in a room doing so. Like, what was the whole process like?
Well, so our bassist, Sid, he's in another band, and the drummer for that band is a recording engineer.
Mhm.
He's got his own studio. What's his business name that he goes by? Dullahan
Yeah,
Productions.
Delahan Productions.
Yeah. And so we went to his studio, and he did a pretty good job, I would say. He seemed pretty professional. What is it? We did 5 songs on the
Yeah.
EP, right? So yeah, I mean, how long did it take us? I think it was 3 days,
Yeah, 4 days.
we went back for a fourth day.
Yeah.
We
I mean,
planned on three. We
yeah.
ended up doing four.
And prior to that, you know, we had probably been together, what, 2 years
Yeah.
as a band. This group had been together for about 2 years. So we wrote a bunch of these songs together already. The first batches, there's like a couple songs that are actually, I think there's at least one song that's not even on that EP, but we had our first batches, which was like No Stranger to Danger, 408. um, and what else?
Scam Likely,
Scam Likely, and then after that
Don't
we
Come
had
Knocking.
Don't Come Knocking, and all that came afterwards. So we did a whole nother recording for that batch. So it was like we had these three. We kind of went with that for a little bit just so we could get it started, get some music out there. And then we went back, I think, a year later and recorded another three.
Yeah.
And there's one song that's not even on there.
Yeah.
Um,
We paid to go to the studio and record it, and then we ended up not putting it on the EP.
yeah.
Because you weren't satisfied with it, or
It's
it
kind
didn't
of one of
work?
those songs where, you know how sometimes songs grow on you, right? Not that this is a bad song, but it was kind of the opposite. We kind of got tired of it, and maybe it's not that we got tired of it, or partially, but as we mentioned earlier, we were already moving from reggae to ska,
Yeah.
and we kind of just felt like that wasn't really representative of how we wanted to be known for our sound.
Right.
Um, so, I mean, we did write it. It was 100% original, but it's not where we wanted to go with our music, and that's why we chose not to put it on the EP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it my turn? Is that what? Fuck.
Crickets.
So bad at that. It's because
I was poking you. You just didn't feel it.
I have to get back to. How's everyone's week?
Rain on Ska, Rachel. Rain on Ska. That's a good Mustard Plug song, isn't it?
We just talked about the EP. Oh, okay. Awesome. Oh yeah, this is always mine. I should have known this one was mine. So what is, it doesn't have to be a favorite, but tell us a crazy, wild, preferably traumatic story from concert, tour, whatever. The worst, the more embarrassing, the better. We want nothing beautiful and happy with this one.
Does it have to be like our show, or can it be like any show that we've attended?
Yeah, no, you've been
Okay.
to. You've been.
Okay.
We have no rules.
Well, I've almost gotten knocked out at a Newfound Glory show.
Newfound Glory.
I was in the mosh pit, and then like in those shows, there's a lot of crowd surfing.
Yeah.
So, I just got done crowd surfing, and you know how they push you over the edge, you have to go all the way back around, right? So I go all the way back around, and I'm fighting through the mosh pit, and I just see this Vans shoe just hit me directly right here. And I was like dizzy for a moment, and I was kind of scared because I'm like, dude, everything's going this way, and I'm like feeling really like dizzy and like a little nauseous, but I just stuck through it.
Waffle soul to the face.
Waffle soul to the face, and I just kept going with it. I definitely remember that because now I definitely look up like when I am in a mosh pit or anything like that. I'm super cautious now.
I had a similar experience, but it wasn't my head. It was so does everybody know what crowd killers are at shows?
Mhm.
You know those dudes who they're not just hardcore dancing, but they're actually like throwing punches and kicks at people.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, yeah,
all that.
that bullshit, you know.
Yeah.
So some dude at this show in Sacramento, of course I was at a hardcore show, and he roundhouse kicks me in the thigh, and I was not prepared at all. Like, and it was so hard. I like literally had to limp to the bathroom and just like take a few minutes and breathe it out before I could go back out and like with everybody. Yeah, that was not fun, but that's that's the craziest personal experience that I can think of. It's been mostly respectful at the shows that I've gone to, majority. Yeah.
You stayed out of costume, I guess.
Yeah, I wasn't wearing the banana suit.
What is it? One of the craziest memories? Another crazy one that just happened. Like I used to like go to raves out here in the Bay Area, right? And this one that I went to was like somewhere in Oakland, and everybody was kind of dancing around, and this guy ends up like this girl pushes him on the floor, and like takes his pants off, and like they do it right in the middle of the thing. This is a rave. This is a rave. And she just hops on beat too. Don't
Oh my.
hops on him, and it was like the craziest. Like, what? Where am I? What am I doing here?
That's crazy.
Moments. And after that, I just stopped going to raves. Kind of after that,
Smart.
it was a little too wild for me, man. That was crazy.
Peace,
That's
love,
crazy.
unity, respect. Plur.
Exactly,
Yeah.
plur, right?
Too many people. Too plural.
Yeah.
I think
Ricky,
one
you
of
have
the
a crazy story.
one of the craziest memories or experiences that I've seen going to concerts was back in 2016. I went to Ozfest meets Knotfest down in SoCal. So it was a 2-day metal festival, and I went to go see this Mexican metal band called Brujeria. I was a super big fan of them. Never seen them play, so super excited to go see them. So they start playing, and within, I swear, like 20 seconds of the first song, mosh pit breaks out, and I was like, I like moshing, but I was like, no, this is a little too much for me. And 20 seconds in, this dude just comes out, broken nose, leaking, and everything. And I'm like, oh man, I'm never going in that pit. So pretty
No, man.
ruthless over there.
Why
We-
do we all have violent stuff?
we sound like a bunch of squares.
Yeah, we're just getting into violent shit.
No, I don't know.
We're too scared now.
Yeah.
A bunch of pussies.
Bunch of overgrown concert goers
Yeah.
standing. We're wallflowers now.
Yeah, we just washed now.
Has anything odd ever happened at one of your shows?
I had sex with a guy at one of those shows just right in the middle. It was me at the rave too.
Pulled someone's pants down just on the floor.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Sorry, rule.
Are they frozen? I think they're frozen.
Oh yeah.
Not really.
At first, I thought I like stumped them. Oh, no,
But-
they're not. Wait, what?
Ricky's still moving.
They're
Oh, I
frozen.
gotta. Can you guys still hear me? I got a little notification here okay. So yeah, we were at this show. We were playing the show, and this lady, she came with one of the other bands, and she had a little donation basket, and she was walking around in the crowd during the sets asking for donations. And at first, I didn't know that she came with one of the other bands. I thought she was part of the venue. And then later, I think my wife noticed that she went up to our merch table and she tried to steal one of our shirts, shirt or a hoodie.
It was a hoodie, I
A
think.
hoodie, yeah. She tried to steal a hoodie and put it in her little bag or donation basket or something. And my wife was like, "Hey, I don't know what she said. Like, oh, did you want to buy it or something?" And she was like, "Oh, I thought they were for free." Like literally, we have all the prices on the merch table, and like it's all displayed, organized. And she's like, "Oh, here, you can have it back." So that's not too crazy, but it's the craziest
odd.
thing that I can think of at one of our shows so
Yeah.
far.
Didn't really know how that merch thing worked.
I mean,
I
I'm
think
sure
she did know how to.
I'm sure she knew.
Yeah.
There were prices on
Yeah,
everything.
there was a menu.
A little hard to figure out.
Speaking of crowd surfing, I have not done that since I was a teenager. Last show I went to, I was like, you know what? I'm 40. I'm probably never going to get the chance again. I'm going to fucking do it. And like, I'm like, boop, boop, to some tall guy. Get up. And I'm like, woo, yeah. Like, and I feel like I look awesome. And that I'm like, no one can hear me, but I'm saying out loud to myself, I'm just like Baby and Dirty Dancing. I'm doing the lift. Because that's always like, it's like a joke. I'm like, I just want someone to do the lift with. Oh, yeah, see, right behind me. That's what made me think of it in that. Pretty sure, as it turns out, the giant 8-foot man was just holding me up like a baby, walking me around.
Oh my God.
It felt so smooth. I was like, no one's grabbing me. I'm like, I'm flying. And I think
Wow.
I'm tiny. I think he was just like, I'm taking her for a ride. I'm going to make this old baby's life.
It was the delicate hand of one man.
I don't think that doesn't feel so cool anymore, maybe, but it felt cool in the moment.
It's like a cheat code. You don't have to worry about anything that comes with crowd surfing. You just get to do it without all the concerns.
Just be tiny one giant dude, yeah.
Don't worry, guys, I got her.
I saw Newfound Glory when I was 15 in Massachusetts with my friend, and was a little pervert and grabbed the guitarist's butt when he went by me. I just always remember that. I was like, "Ed, did you see me?"
They're one of my favorite pop punk bands, man. I'll always.
They were big. They were big when I was a teen.
For
It's more
sure.
of a thing, but
Iconic.
Yeah, I mean, whenever every time they come around, I either want to just go to a show or I'll go and just love all their old stuff. It was just gives me nostalgia.
it is nostalgic. Yeah.
They just came through with Yellow Card in their tour.
Yes, they did. Yep.
Wait, was that you in the pit?
No, I wish though.
Was that your waffle song?
I know. Get revenge. Finally.
Yeah, I was up at the balcony. My kids loved it.
Nice.
It's fun taking the little ones on pop punk adventures.
Yeah, my daughter's getting super into like that scene. I mean, I got her into like Blink 182, the old stuff. And then now, I mean, she's 10 and she's listening to like Nirvana, trying to just like find out what her favorite thing is and like My Chemical Romance and all this. And it's super surreal to like see that.
I have a 10-year-old who we take the shows all the time and he loves it.
Nice.
Yeah. It's like I feel like that's our duty. We got to get these young ones out there early.
So when you're out there playing, are you playing mostly all age shows?
We try to play those when they're available,
Yeah.
but I think right now, well, like growing a band, I think it's different depending on the genre.
Right.
With the type of music we play, it's kind of hard to find a lot of spots to play that aren't like bars, and which I think will change, once more notoriety comes around and we get, more known, we can play bigger venues.
Right.
But for the time being, we're playing a lot of bars that are 21 and up. We do every once in a while get the opportunity to play all ages shows, which I have two boys myself. He's got a daughter. They love to come when they can. But they're kind of few and far between.
Also, I think we're just starting to see what ska scene is here. Like we know that there had been,
There really
but
isn't.
there really isn't
Yeah.
much here. So for us to play here, it's a lot of like mixed bills.
A lot of punk bands that we play with.
Yeah. And so some of the kids that come out when we do have all ages, like they're there to go see like a hardcore punk band. And then they just happen to stumble across us and they're like, "Oh, I would really like you guys, this and that."
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I feel like
I feel like the mixed genre bills are the way to go.
and I feel like that's the way we could get them into like, hey, there's this whole other section of music that maybe you should explore and go check out and go support some of that stuff. I don't know. That's why I like to play that.
You played some unique venues. It looks like you played a deli once. It looks like you're going to be playing a Top Golf.
Yeah,
So,
no, we're not playing Top Golf.
No,
it's on your Bandcamp or something.
You know what? There's another band from San Diego. They're called Dead Heat without the. Same situation with our first band name. They're a metal band.
They came second.
Yeah,
but
and what I've noticed is like if you'll like ask AI about our band, sometimes it'll mix info with that band.
It does.
And we didn't know that until we already
some of your
started,
real shows were like right there with that one.
Yeah. But we are starting to rack up. We're starting to play some more well-known venues. We recently played at the Ritz in San Jose with Mad Caddies.
Mad Caddies. That was like one of my all-time. I got them to sign my little vinyl. Oh man, it was so cool.
You mentioned Mad Caddies earlier, and I think Bo told them to stick around because you might know something about them.
Yeah. We were super stoked on playing that show. Yeah,
I've been a fan of theirs since forever, and just being able to play at that venue because it's kind of like in San Jose, that's kind of a big venue.
It's the venue in
It's
San
the
Jose.
venue. People
Yeah.
go through, and then to have Mad Cuddies come through, and we get to play with them. We get to open with them. It was awesome
It
for
was
me.
awesome. Yeah.
I love that.
It's Friday my turn. I was changing the stop looking at me.
Well, I was definitely at that deli show. It was kind of neat having the smell of barbecue in the background.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll say this. I was pleasantly surprised with the acoustics in that little room.
Yes.
Everything
Yeah.
sounded really good.
Yeah.
Heard that from you guys and Horizon Point.
And I
Yeah.
mean, playing with Horizon Point, just the energy also like and Bo, I mean, your energy when you were there, that just got everything going, and I really appreciate that so
It's just what I
much.
do for the scene, you know.
Hell
You
yeah.
you
I
guys
really
have
appreciate that.
there was that show with Horizon Point. You got two more coming up a week and a half from now.
Yeah.
Man, you guys should just like go on tour with them, right?
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, we did that show with them. We're playing again with them twice this upcoming week.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to be doing more stuff with them in the future. They're great. Didn't you guys just interview them not too long ago?
A few weeks ago,
We
yeah.
did.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That band, I'm so happy for them, and I just really love that band and how in the scene that they are. I don't know. It's super special to just be in a bill with that caliber of a band.
What does it mean to you having like booked them for all these shows and like just really gotten to know them as like friends?
I mean, I'll say it's really refreshing. So I do almost all the booking for the
Yeah.
band, and it was really refreshing to, well, let me put it this way. It's really frustrating. I'll take a different angle. It's really frustrating reaching out to so many bands who, I mean, why do you start a band? It's because you want to play music, right? You want to put your music out into the world and share it and touch other people in a special way. Not to get all sappy here, but that's why people join bands to play shows. And so it's really frustrating to reach out to bands and they're not responsive or they're not professional or they're, you know what I mean? They make it hard to work with them. And then bringing it back full circle, getting to know Horizon Point and communicating with them. They're communicative, they're professional. They put forward the effort, that's required to get where they
Where
have
they
gotten
are.
to.
Yeah.
It didn't just kind of happen by accident. So it's really nice to like network with a group of people like that who are serious about their craft and are
And they're
really,
also really cool people.
yeah.
You know?
I was just gonna say they're for the community.
Yeah.
They're really. I mean, I think both of Jen and Jordan, they're both therapists and they're married. That's pretty super cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're a great group of people.
We were joking about you hiding in their luggage to come to Pioneer Valley Ska Fest with them.
Stowaways.
We're excited. I have never seen them live, so I'm really excited to see them there.
They're so
They
awesome.
put on a good show.
They put on a great show. Yeah.
I think they might be hitting up Scottish Dave's pub.
I think they're playing a few shows out there.
I saw that they were playing there on the 25th.
Okay.
So I guess if they're this wet in the Northeast, making the best of it.
Yeah,
fun.
Scottish Dave's is like an iconic place to play.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever heard of it, but they really it's like a dive bar from what I hear, but they really take care of people and they have swords. Everybody's
Wow.
about the swords, right? I don't know if you heard the band Girth Control. They wrote a song about Scottish Dave's. That's how
okay.
important this place is.
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
So I hope to get there one day.
I'll be there in less than a week.
You will.
Cross it off the bucket list. Only if I get to hold a sword. Not off the bucket list if I don't hold a sword.
Rachel, I'm going to ask your question because it's been like a long time in the making here.
But I looked and it was still you.
No, because you skipped it like a long time ago, but we're going to get back.
You can't expect me to remember that, go back.
So you were just talking about why you write music and what you hope to accomplish with it. So we do like to dive into the meaning behind some of the songs. and you have this new EP out. We thought we would just ask you for some of the inspiration behind each one of behind the lyrics of the songs.
So he's the chief lyric writer. He
Okay.
writes like over 90% of the lyrics. So I'm gonna let him.
What song in particular?
So since there's only 5 tracks, we were going to ask.
Yeah.
Um, so we'll start at the beginning and we'll keep it like somewhat brief,
Simple.
but
Okay.
scam likely. What is the inspiration behind that?
Scam likely is the reminder to not always look on your phone for guidance or what's going on out in the world. Sometimes you need to just, though it's a scam, some of it, you're looking at your phone, you're comparing yourself to the world, you're not experiencing what real world is. And so it's just kind of a reminder to just like shut that shit off and just understand like love is the only way. That's what they say. They say that, and you can't. And if you keep going on your phone and being told what to like and what not to like, and you're getting influenced. But you go to a show, you throw that all away, and you realize everybody around you, it's a different story. So just kind of a reminder to just take it away from your face for a little bit.
I think we all need that sometimes,
Yeah.
especially.
Just about to say.
All right, don't come knocking.
Don't come knocking is when you finally are fed up of keeping going back to a toxic relationship. You guys break up, something happens, you're always running back to them, and that person knows that, so they're gonna they're gonna break up, and they'll be like, okay, you're gonna come knocking again. So this relationship doesn't matter to me, and this one is kind of being like putting your foot down and be like, no, I'm not gonna come knocking at your door. I'm not gonna come back to this anymore. I'm done. I'm gonna move forward.
And is there a reason that the album was named after that song, or was it vice versa?
Um, I think, well, we wrote the song first. I think that's kind of like, so the whole album in general is kind of like a move forward type thing. This is what's happening. How do we keep progressing instead of being stagnant?
I think also part of our reasoning for choosing that song as the name for the EP was because we felt that musically that song was um, encompassed, represented our sound better than some of the other songs on the EP. It's got, the fast kind of ska punk section in the first half of the song. And then as the song progresses, like halfway through, it turns more to like groovy reggae, big sing along choruses. And so we felt like having that as the title track would give people a good impression of our
Our
capabilities.
capability, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the spices on your dead heat torta
Exactly.
Yeah.
hitting you
Yeah.
first, and
Yeah.
then you're left to just chill with it.
Uh-huh.
Actually, before we go into the lyrics of Youth in Revolt, I wanted to ask about like I'm kind of like the music, you know, music theory guy, if you will. It's got kind of like this Western sort of feel,
Yeah.
like the old Western movies. Is that what you're going for?
Yeah. For Youth in Revolt?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was going for like yeah, like a Western jangly thing in the beginning, and then you get the da 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 da. You get that little drive that kind of reminds me of a little bit of like Hash Pipe from Weezer. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
and so like that was kind of like what I wanted to do in the beginning, and I wanted it to be kind of like a slow burn, because the song is kind of like it's about the youth, and like the first lyric is, lock all the windows and close all your doors, they'll find their way in, you know what I mean, let's settle the score, you know what I mean. And it's basically like there's so much shit going on, and it's leaking into you, you're using your phone, you're doing this, like it's time for us, it's time for the youth, more exact, to rise up and stand up for where the direction of the world is going. Don't lay stagnant. um Does that answer your question at all?
Yeah, we were just talking about the kids. That's just
Yeah.
a message that we need to pass on to the kids of our scene too. Huh?
I'm loving the meaning behind all the songs, and also hearing Intrusive Hamilton when you say "Rise Up."
Yes. Yeah, that's kind of like something that's I feel is would you say common and what we when we write or when I write lyrics, there's some commonality about like, shit might be bad, but you gotta buckle up and rise up against it. You cannot let this stuff slow you down or bury you. A lot of resilience, because in my life, like I've went through a lot, so have most people, but like just unknowing that you can do something about it, and you are part of this world, and you can rise against a system that's completely taking you down. I don't know, it's something common and all that.
Yeah, no, that's not to be. I'm gonna. This is a bit Debbie Downer, but when you talk about resilience and stuff, it's true. Like and they say oh kid, I've been a foster parent. Childhood sucks for me. Like kids are resilient. Oh, look how resilient you are. And like I do like the quote where it's like, yeah, because I had to be. I don't want to be resilient anymore.
But you have to be. You have,
Like
yeah.
I'm like it's not a
Yeah.
compliment, and not that it's not a compliment, but it's like I'm tired of being resilient. I just want to break.
Yeah. But the
Like
thing is you have to be reminded, I think,
yeah,
sometimes that you're here in this world, and the only reason why you're here is because you had to be resilient. So don't let that go. Don't let this
yeah, no,
world bury you, like
yeah,
don't
yeah,
let
no,
that go type thing.
yeah, no. I like all the meanings behind the song.
I
Sometimes
think
it's a
that's
long
why,
road, is it?
yeah. I think that's why Long Road, like Justin had said, it's special to me because, there are a couple people that I've lost in my life, and so have people, and like especially to like suicide and things that you would rather not have them had gone through. So it's like sometimes people are tired and they're trying their best, and maybe just like calling them and being like, hey man, how are you, or like talk to me, you know what I mean, like let's just chat. Like you don't need like a pep talk or anything like that. You just need to know that someone's thinking about you and that you are special to someone else that could help you get along in life. And when you finally reunite again, it's like, I hope you don't feel alone, because like some of us do in silence. And it's just one of those songs that I just, you know, was really personal to me. It still is.
Thanks for writing that one. That's definitely one of my favorites.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that you like that song.
And the last one, No Stranger to Danger.
So this one's a little bit
A
more,
little risque.
it's a little bit more risque. It's a little bit more on the dangerous side. Growing up, there's a lot of things in my life that I had seen that I shouldn't have. And so this song was basically about a prostitute going up to the wrong person, and it's about that person knowing that they're dangerous, and that coming up to them could mean the end of your life, or could mean that you're getting kidnapped, or could mean all these. So no stranger to danger is kind of like that. That first lyric, she comes up to his window side, asks to exchange favors in his ride. And just that alone started this whole thing where now she's trapped. She can't get out. I see the sunrise in my eyes, but I can't escape. You know what I mean? It's just the dangers that you're putting yourself in the world when you're in that. And it's kind of what the song was about, which is it's crazy. Like,
Like, I've seen some things, man.
yeah. So,
Seen some
Get it.
shit.
so yeah, it's just about that, and just like, just knowing like that world exists. And, You don't want to be in that shit, man. You don't, you know what I mean? Sorry, I wish I could be more artistic about it, but
Well, you gotta be raw sometimes.
yeah.
Keep it real.
No,
That's the beauty of music.
Thank you for sharing all that.
Yeah, that's great.
What was that? I was the only one that heard it?
No, I heard it too.
Something, little blip.
So somebody mentioned earlier about when the album comes out. Are you already working on a new album?
So we have the songs that are on the EP. So the thing is, we would like to re-record the songs that were on the EP. We feel like the way they were, the final version of the mastering, we don't feel really represents how we wanted our sound to come across. So we would like to re-record some, if not all, of the songs on the EP and include those on the album. We do also have some other songs that are done that if you ever come to see us live, you see them. We've been playing them live for a few months. We do have a few more songs to write to fill out the track list. We're hoping for, depending on who in the band you ask, somewhere between 8 and 12 songs. So let's just call it 10. And our goal, our hope is to go into the studio early September. And the reason for that is because late September, Ricky is going to be having a baby and he's
Yay.
planning to take some time off. Yeah, congrats to Ricky and his girlfriend. So he's planning to take some time off of that. So our plan is to get the recording done before that happens. And then while he's taking his break, we can take time to get the mastering done, get the artwork done for the album, make new merch, set up a new run of shows to promote the album, and just really do our best to come back to 2027 being as prepared as we can. That's our hope for now. Originally, we wanted to start recording in August, but we just got asked to play more and more shows. And so now August is like all booked for us. It's pretty much every week, I think, we're playing a show in August. So now the recording is getting pushed back to September. And I hope it happens then, but
Yeah.
if not, that's just speaking for myself. I think that'd be totally fine if it gets pushed back even further because we did just release our EP in April. I don't really think there's any rush to just, get right back into the studio and push out an album right away. I would like to really make it, quality first. But that being said, we're not far off from being prepared to go and record the whole album anyway.
And we also have, a ton of stuff that we're sitting on. So if recording does get pushed back, it actually just allows us to work and really fine tune this other material because who knows, maybe only a few of those songs from, a couple of the songs from the EP are going to make it to the album. So it just gives us a little bit more time to do that and to get out there and to play for people and just have fun with the scene.
Well,
I love doing that.
let me just say, I think I counted 15 shows to date, and you got like 6 more booked in like the near horizon. You guys are killing it.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Good job putting. And I understand you put a lot of those shows together, like yourselves,
Just
right?
this man right here.
And I have to say, I feel like the smaller pop up, like kind of quirky shows are very popular right now. Like, and people are, I feel people dig those.
Yeah.
So Bo is aware. He came to the show. What was it?
The Tampa Room in Fremont.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a coffee shop / art gallery in the middle of a strip mall in a
It's
shopping
about the size
center.
of your living room, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have to tell you what, that was
I
such.
think I remember you talking about it, Bo. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was such a. I did not. First of all, I didn't know Fremont get down like that. Coming out to shows for this type of music. I don't think I've ever been to and I've been going to shows forever. I don't think I've ever once been to a show in Fremont, but we played this show and I was a little bit skeptical. I was like, oh, how's it turn out going to be? But it turned out great, and it was a great crowd. It was a great lineup, and it was really cool to have people walking back and forth. People go to strip mall. It was on a Friday night, and people just go out and walk around. So
Yeah.
there was a bunch of people walking past, and there were like older people coming into the show just because they were walking past and saw that there was live music, and that doesn't really happen for a lot of venues. You don't get that luxury of having passersby
Right.
who might want to walk in. So yeah, to your point, some of these quirky venues make some of the best places to play.
And people don't want to spend, 20, $35 for a band that they've never seen.
Yeah.
They want to be able to like go in and just have a great time and experience new stuff. You know what I mean? Organically as well.
And I think it's a great way though, like people come and have like this free time at this little pop-up show and then like they fucking love it and then they see where you're playing next. And
Yep,
I think it's a great, fun,
sure.
emotional way to do it.
Yeah.
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 We'll let you guys do a little self promo here. What shows do you have coming up next?
Well, so we're doing 3 shows next week. The
In a
first
week.
one,
Holy crap.
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be a busy week for us. So starting next Sunday on the 12th, we're playing with, I don't know if you guys have heard of the Warsaw Poland Brothers. They have been playing for decades. They've done over 7,000 live shows to date. I think they're known as the band who's forever on tour. They're currently on tour, and we're
Yeah.
going to be playing with them at Winter's Tavern in Pacifica.
No crap
That's
on
Sunday.
tap.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
crap on tap. You know it. So that's Sunday, and then Friday we're going to be at the Bistro in Hayward. That is with Horizon Point.
Fire Drill.
No, that's the next day. Horizon Point, Jake Nielsen
Jake
Trio, and Tribe Divine, who is
Tribe Divine is
yeah,
awesome.
they're from SF. They're kind of ska, hip hop, reggae. Jake Nielsen, he's like blues rock reggae. And then the following day, Saturday, we're going to be at the Fireside Lounge in Alameda. That's with Fire Drill, great punk band from San Jose. Ghost Town Hangmen, they are from somewhere near SF, I think. I'm not sure. And also Horizon Point. 2 days in a row we're playing with them. So yeah, that's just all next week. And then we also have the week after that we're going to be in Fresno. The week after that we're going to be in San Jose.
Yeah.
The week after that we're going to be back in Pacifica. And the next 2 weeks we're going to be in Vallejo, then back in San Jose. So we're pretty busy for the rest of July and
Yeah.
August.
So if there's anybody in the area that's in the chat or comes across this sometimes in the next few weeks, like come see us, come
Yeah,
hang out with us.
come say what's up.
Come check out these other bands as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And just have a great time. That's what we're there to do.
They should know you give away free t-shirts.
Yeah, yeah.
Grab one off the
Yeah.
table.
We do little giveaways from time to time at the shows.
Gotta show up. Just gotta be there.
Yeah. If you go on our Instagram, all the show dates are up on there. Or if you guys know bands in town, I try to keep that updated. But I guess the best resource would be Instagram. That's where you
Yeah.
can see all the flyers.
Yeah. Hopefully one day we come out there to the East Coast.
That'd be
And you guys
awesome.
can come hang out with us.
There's a lot of good festivals out here. I think if you could get on
I
one,
know.
do like a little run around it, that would be most beneficial.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so I see so many ska festivals on the East Coast or the Midwest. There's not that many over here. I mean, in SoCal, there's a good scene down there, but
Yeah.
Central California, Northern California, not too much in terms of ska.
You know what they say, Bo, you got to do it yourself.
DIY
Right.
till I DIE.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm calling Bo out. Got this, boy.
Be the scene west.
The same West
Yeah.
Coast. West Side. All right, well, he did it. Unless you have something else to add, or do you want to ask your last question, Bo? We have a minute, I guess.
Oh yeah. Of all the bands that you played with or that you have booked that you're talking to or whatever, tell us one that you think we might not know, should listen to, and maybe even bring on to interview in the future.
Oh,
Day Labor from Pittsburgh.
yeah.
Day labor.
Or okay,
Labor. Ooh.
since you guys said day labor, I'm gonna go into another genre, another scene. But I really think Holistic from San Jose is a really
Oh
great
yeah,
band.
they're
Holistic.
They're
relatively
not,
Unfamiliar.
relatively unknown,
yeah.
up and coming. They
They,
barely have any followers, but we played with them and they put on a great
I mean,
show.
there's a mini Kurt Cobain right there in front of you.
Yeah, they're not
They're
ska.
not ska or anything, but just their sound and just them being so young and they're really great. They're really great.
Yeah, Day
But if
Labor is like old school Bay Area ska
Yeah.
punk.
Yeah, I thought you said Pittsburgh. Did I hear that wrong?
it's
Uh,
Pittsburgh, California,
California.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a
Bay
thing.
Area.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. That's funny.
Take the H off the end, and you got Pittsburgh, CA.
You guys
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
to have me do 10 o'clock interviews, don't you?
We'll space it out.
Yeah, Bo's been bringing in quite a few bands for us. So
It's been a
Awesome.
West Coast summer here on Ska
Yeah.
Magazine.
Right. Well, we thank you, Bo. We really appreciate
yeah.
that you got us on here, man.
We cherish this opportunity. Thank you
Yes.
to everybody involved.
Absolutely.
Honor
We
to
love
hang out
having
with
you
you.
out here too.
You guys were a lot of fun. It makes it so much more fun. So
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
it was fun. I do want to let the listeners know, in case they weren't here for the whole show, that we'll keep this up on YouTube and then we will also post to Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I usually say within a week because you never know what's going to happen next couple of days in real life. So I try to give myself a week to get it done. Sometimes it's 2 days later, sometimes it's 5, but we'll get it out and we will post when it's up.
Cool. Sounds
Awesome.
great.
Thank you guys so much for the opportunity. It's been an honor.
Of course.
Thank
And
you
I
for
just
being
want to
on.
remind everyone that if you want to have a scene, you got to be the scene. The words of the
Yes.
late and great Eric, we will continue to share them forever. And we'll continue to be the scene.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much. And it was a pleasure to meet you and have you on.
Likewise. Thank you.
Likewise.
Have a great night.
I'll see you guys down 880.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I usually